So you're looking at the EB-5 program, and why not? It's a fantastic way to get a US green card. But right at the very beginning, you hit this massive decision. It's a choice that's going to define your whole experience. We're talking TE versus non-T. And today, we're going to unpack exactly what that choice means for you. All right, so picture this. You're standing at a fork in the road. Your destination? A US green card. But there are two completely different paths to get there. And believe me, the path you pick right now is going to affect, well, everything. Your money, your strategy, the whole 9 yards. Okay, let's dive into these two paths. We're talking about investing in what's known as a targeted employment area, a TEA, or not, a non-TEA. Both can get you that green card for sure, but they're really built for totally different kinds of investors with totally different goals. So first things first, what in the world is a TA? Well, to put it simply, it's a place the US government has basically flagged for needing a little economic boost. Think rural spots or places where unemployment is kind of high. And to get people like you to invest there, they offer a pretty sweet deal. And this really breaks it down, doesn't it? On one side, you've got TEI investments. That's a lower investment amount in an area that's being targeted for development. It's really laser focused on the main prize, immigration. Then you've got the non-TEI side. We're talking more stable, often big city areas. You'll need more cash up front, but the trade-off is the potential for a bigger financial return. All right, let's dig into the TUE path. You know, if your main goal, your number one priority, is getting that green card as smoothly and efficiently as you can, this is probably the path you want to pay close attention to. And here it is, the big number, $800,000. That's the minimum you need for a TM project. Honestly, this lower price tag is the single biggest advantage. It just opens the door to the EB-5 program for so many more people and lets you be way more efficient with your capital. But it's not just about the lower investment, right? There are other real perks here. Since these projects are built to juice up local economies, they usually have these rock-solid plans for creating jobs, which, is a huge requirement. That can make the whole immigration process feel a lot smoother, a lot more predictable. And hey, on top of all that, you're actually helping to build up a community that needs it. Kind of cool, right? This quote really hits the nail on the head. At the end of the day, the TEA path is just the most direct, most financially savvy route if your main goal is that permanent residency. It's designed from the ground up to tick all the boxes for the program. Okay, so now let's flip the coin and look at the other path, the non-TE investment. This one's for a different kind of investor. Maybe you want the green card, of course, but you're also really interested in financial growth. You want to be in on the action in major cities. And yeah, the price tag is definitely different. You're looking at a minimum of $1,050,000. That extra $250,000 really tells you you're playing in a different league, economically speaking. So why would you pay more? Good question. Well, it's because you're getting access to projects in really prime, hot-ticket locations. We're talking massive commercial real estate deals, or maybe tech startups in the heart of big cities. If you're okay with a bit more risk, the chance to get a much bigger financial return can be super attractive. But, and this is a big but, you gotta remember something important here. This path isn't just about writing a bigger check. It often means you need to be more hands-on. You've really got to keep an eye on the project to make sure it's following all the EB-5 rules, especially that critical job creation part. With any big decision like this, there are always myths floating around that can totally throw you off track. So let's do a little myth-busting, shall we? We'll separate the fact from the fiction when it comes to TA and non-TA investing. Okay, let's tackle these head-on. First myth, EBI projects are always riskier. The reality? Not really. A lot of these have pro-management and even government support to lower the risk. Second myth, non-EBI projects are a sure thing. Again, nope. You've got fierce competition in big city markets, which brings its own kind of risk. And the biggest myth of all, that only one path works. The truth is, both paths can absolutely get you a green card, as long as the project is set up the right way. Okay, so we've thrown a lot of information at you. How do you actually decide? Here's the secret. There is no single best path. There's only the best path for you. So let's walk through a little framework to help you figure that out. Here's a simple checklist to guide you. First, just look at the numbers. How much capital can you actually invest? Second, get real about your goals. Is this 100% about the green card, or is a big financial return also important to you? Third, think about your timeline. And finally, and this is the big one, no matter what, you have to do your homework. I mean, thorough due diligence on any project you consider. That part is absolutely non-negotiable. Look, at the end of the day, the goal here isn't for me to tell you which path is better. It's to give you the tools to see which one lines up with your goals, your finances, your family's future, your immigration needs. The only right choice is the one that's right for you. So, as you think about all this, I'll leave you with one final question to chew on. For you and your journey, what's more important, the destination or the path you take to get there? Is your focus purely on securing that green card as efficiently as possible? Or does the investment itself, the potential for growth, the type of project, matter just as much? Your answer to that question, well, that's going to tell you everything you need to know.